Good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Again, this is Mr. Santos Represent Jr. Always wishing you a good day. Guys, today what I'm going to do is to continue my tutorial. I guess we are already in part 6. Our tutorial for BACNET controller script programming. Okay, but before that, I just want to show you this updated graphics. Okay, now guys, we will start the script programming today. Okay. Now, actually, in script programming, you can write a complete script program for your entire, I mean, if you have a system like this system, you can write one script program for the control and monitoring of this equipment. Okay. So, your script program might be a very long script program. Okay. Now, if you are new to this script programming, you will find it difficult to uh, troubleshoot your script program because it is lengthy. Now, to avoid this difficulty in troubleshooting or checking the logic of your program, what can I advise is you can write a small script program. Okay, so just like what I'm going to show you, the first program that I'm going to create for you today is the EF healthy status. Okay, so I will just write a small script program that will teach you how you are going to display in your graphics this status, norma, this EF healthy. Okay, now let me explain what is EF healthy. Now, EF healthy, you will get an alarm here if one of your funds is in manual or there is a trip status in one of your funds. Okay, so what funds there's a trip status there, then you will get an alarm here. Now, the purpose of this is just to notify your BMS operator to notify also the maintenance people that, okay, I have an EF health status alarm for my twin exhaust fan ventilation in this particular area. So please attend to it. Why? Maybe someone put it in manual. What is the reason behind? Okay. Now, because in some projects, if the maintenance people or the operation is critical. Let's say this one, there should be always a standby fan. Let's say one fan trip, the standby fan should always be available to kick in. Okay? So that's why that is one of the reasons why we put EF healthy status. So the main objective is to notify our maintenance people that we have one alarm in the system. So they need to check what is going on. Okay, so that is the purpose of that one. So we will try to write a small script program for this particular point. Okay, so now let me uh, walk you through with the program. Okay, so actually, the first thing you need to do, of course, is you go to this controller where you intend to write the program. Okay, so in the application, okay, then actually I already created the program. This is the program, EF Healthy Prog. Okay. So just to give you an idea, how are you going to create a program here? Okay. So this, go to new, then you will select the, where are you? Program. Okay. Then you will be offered three options here. Now you just select this B3 script program. Okay. Then give the appropriate program. It should be descriptive. What is the purpose of this program? Okay. So like this one, EF Healthy Prog. So meaning this is the program that will give me an alarm or give me an status if my system, if my exhaust fan is healthy or not. Okay, I already explained to you. Okay, so now how are you going to write the program? Once you created the new object, the program object, then you can go to the edit. Then when you click edit, it will launch the uh, script editor. Okay, let me show you the program itself. Okay, let me go here. Okay, let me show you let me share that one. Okay, where is it? Okay, this one, share. Okay, now I'm sharing this program. Okay, so this is my EFLT program. Okay, so if you are naming your program, you can, the last part, characters of your program name should be prog, so that when you are in the system, you can easily filter. Okay, because maybe you have created so many things in your controller, then you can filter it. Okay. Now, okay, so let me walk you through with my program. Okay. Now here at this portion, I have my outputs, I have my inputs, then I have my basics. The basic, the compilation should be valid, or it should be there, the display should be true, okay? Then, as I said, it will show you the current line. So line begin, okay? Anyway, I will explain it to you. Line start time, okay? The date is very old, okay? Now, error, object does not exist. Okay, anyway, there is an error there. Okay, let me see if I can check the error. Object does not exist, but it's still okay. Anyway, let's see if we will be able to clear that error. Okay. Anyway, compilation is valid, then status running. If it is status error, then you have a problem. Okay. Now, let me walk you through. First line is our variable declaration. Okay. So, if you are watching my tutorial, so I have variable declaration. My line number one is variable declaration. Numerical input. Okay. EF1 hand of auto status. EF status, then EF trips. Okay? Then numeric output is EF healthy. Okay. Now, actually, if you are going to declare a variable that you will use in the script program, then you can go away with the output here, the output keyword here. Okay? You just say numeric. But if you intend, let's say this EF healthy, I want to share it to my or I want to share it to my object in my server, like the graphics I have created, then I have to make numeric output, okay? So that I will be able to bind the point, okay? So numeric input, numeric output, okay? Now, line begin. So I have line number 4. This is the line begin, okay? Then, what is the condition in the line begin? Now, I'm going to check if one of my funds is not in auto and one of my funds is not in there is a trip. Okay, so this is if then else structure, control structure. Okay, if one and of auto status. Okay, now I'm using here a logical AND gate, and so if just like if this is true, okay, and if hand of status, this is true also, and not, and not EF1 trip, it should be 0, or the signal is 0, then it will be this is a NOT gate, so the signal will be inverted. If it is 0, then it will become 1, and not 0, or let's say this is 0 and this is 0, then healthy status equals on. So healthy is 1 or on. So meaning if this is 1 and this is 1 and this is 0 and this is 0, okay, then EF healthy is 1. Else, if it is not true, if this condition is not true, then healthy is off. Then of course you have to close your if structure, if then else structure, by closing it, and if then the flow of program, it will go to line 10 empty, then line 11 end of program, that is line end of program. So it will enter this line, then what is the instruction in that end of program? Go to begin, so it will go to this line begin. Then again, it will try to scan. Okay. Then it will come here, line end of prog. Then here again, it will go back there. Okay. Then scan, scan, looking. The program will look for any changes in the status. Okay. Then like this, like this. Okay. So it will be a looping structure. So it will just keep on looping. Okay. So your program will be continuously scanning all these information. Okay, so it will just keep on scanning this. Then if something happens, then it will your program will react accordingly. Okay, now guys, here we have here the binding variables. Actually, the binding variables are all these things that you declared at the top of the program. Okay, so you can see the value also here. Okay. So first, let's try to save it. Okay, so I'm saving it, just recompiling it. Okay, then as I said, do not interrupt when you are saving the program. Do not let it do its work without interrupting it. Now, if you see save successful, then you can do something. Okay. Now, in the binding variables, you will be able to see the real-time values here. Okay, so my EF1 is true, meaning it is in auto. Then EF2 is true. Then EF13 false. Okay, so this one I don't have, it is false or zero. So this is false. Okay, then my EF healthy. So this is EF healthy. So my EF healthy is true, meaning my system is healthy. There is no trip and both fans are in auto. Okay, now we can check the we can check the we can check the program if it's doing our logic. Okay, now let me look at this. EF1 is in auto. Okay, so I will put my EF1 in manual. Okay, now I'm going to the control panel, so I will put it in manual. Okay, so as you can see, I put EF2 in manual. Okay, false. So my EF healthy is false. Okay, so meaning, okay, as you can see here now, there is no more error. Error is success. Okay, so no more error here when I try to recompile or resave my program. Okay, so I lose the error here. Okay, now you can see here also the current line is begin. Now this program now is uploaded to the controller. So meaning the program is the status is running. So it keeps on looping in these instructions. Okay, so as you can see, my program is working. By just looking at your script program, you will be able to see. Okay, let me put again my EF2 in auto. Okay, so I will put again in auto. Okay, as you can see, our program will respond accordingly. Okay, so at this point, even without going to the server, you can see, okay, my program is working fine. So this program is just giving the information to our graphics that the exhaust fan are healthy. So guys, I hope you can follow this very simple program. Okay, let me reiterate. The purpose of this program is to just raise the alarm if the exhaust fan system is healthy or not. Okay. Now, okay, this input tab are this declaration at the top. Okay. So, you need to bind this EF100 auto status, you need to bind it, okay, to the controller channel, input channel. Okay, so you have to bind it here. Okay, so because your controller, this B3804, I have created this point. Then from this input channel, we pulled one cable, 2 4, going to the control panel where we will get the status from the selector switch. Okay, just like the some of the like this run and then start command. Okay. Okay, then the trip. Okay, so that is how you are going to bind. So it's very easy. Okay, now the output also, you need to bind it also. Now again, this output, since healthy is not a physical point, it's just a software point. Now what I did here, I created in my B3804 a value. What is that value? This one. This one is a value. Okay. Now you can see that this one is a value by just moving the mouse pointer on that point, then it will say digital value. Now the difference of this digital value from this digital input, these are the physical points. Okay, physical point. Okay, that is a physical point. The status. Okay. Now, this one is a software point. Okay. So, you need to create a software point so that you will be able, because I said I want to share this point to the server. Okay. So, you can bind it in your graphics. Okay. So, again, guys, this is the very simple program for beginners. Okay. Now, as I said, you don't need to create a very long or lengthy logic for controlling the entire operation of the system. Because if you are new to script, it just like me, I find it difficult to understand my logic if it is very lengthy. So that by doing this, it's just like divide and conquer. Okay, so if you will divide it in a very manageable and neat script, okay, if something happens to your program, okay, you know where to find the bugs. Okay, you know where to find the error. Let's say, oh, the the health status is not doing its work. Okay, where did I create that point? Or where did I generate that point? In this specific program. So you will just go in that program. So it will be very easy for you in debugging your script if you have a small part. Okay. Now, guys, part two is another small program for our exhaust fan. Okay. So now let me go to my server, but I need to share it to you. Okay, this one. Okay. So as you can see here, this is my twin exhaust fan. Let me open it. Okay. Now, again, this is, as I said, in the program itself, you can monitor what is happening in your system. But of course, for the BMS system, we have one operator which is not, maybe he will not be able to understand. And to avoid problem, we don't want them to play with the system or the program. So they will just look at the graphics. Then from the graphics, they will understand what is going on. Okay. So in the next part, I will try to create the alarm. If it's not, let's say if it is, if EF health status is alarm, it will display in our alarm pane or alarm window. Because here, let me create the alarm. Okay, I will put again EF manual. Okay, so as you can see, also our EF graphics is displaying the alarm in the graphics, but it's not, the alarm is not being displayed here. So that will be our next tutorial. Okay, so guys, I hope you have seen how I program this specific point, EF healthy status. Okay, so let me put it back to auto so that we will have a normal view. Okay, so once again, if you're new to my channel, please help me in promoting my channel by subscribing. Then you can also click the notification bell so that you will be aware that there is a new uh, video tutorial uploaded in my site, okay, or in my channel. Again, thank you very much. And before I end this one, God bless us all. Let's all be safe. And bye for now.